Alright, mic's working? Yeah, mic's working. Oh god, oh jeez. Alright. So last time we were playing Rain World. Um Last time we were trying to figure out how the chuffing heck we're supposed to progress. Oh, for fuck's off. Fuck off, Microsoft. There we god. I was just trying to I was just trying to replug the battery into this controller cuz like that's my only way of DCing it from my PC. There we go. Swear to God, I really fucking hate Microsoft products, honestly. Anyways, we're in Salination. We've infected it or some shit. I don't know. Hmm. We also encountered some problems with loading in the map as well, which were definitely irritating. But, yeah, regardless, we're back. We're about to try to figure out how we're going to then infect the other regions, because there are a lot of regions we need to infect. So it's really just a matter of figuring out exactly what regions I need to infect next. Oh, what the hell? Decaying tunnels? Holy shit! I saw that at the last second. Is this pipe yard, though? Or drainage system, perhaps? This looks like drainage system. Oh, I've been here before. Oh, okay. That makes zero difference, actually. It's just going to mean that I have to make the path back. Oh, piss off. Oh, God. So I think this is like either pipe yard or drainage system. I cannot tell which one it is, honestly. Because I always confuse the two for some reason, even though I know that they're two different regions. Actually, what's the difference? Hold on. Also, blood. Alright. I'm gonna look this up, actually. What's the like, I know that there's supposed to be a difference between drainage system and pipe yard. And I swear this is drainage system. I recognize this room, so hold on. Taking a closer look at a drainage system. I'm gonna take a look at its map because I swear I remember this part of the map in particular. There are some parts that are just stuck with you. I mean, there are some parts of a game that just stick with you. Yeah, this is drainage system. Or at least it kind of looks like it. There are some differences, obviously. But yeah, These are the decaying tunnels, I think. Yeah, these are the rotted... Okay, yeah, I was just making sure I could confirm. But yeah, these are the rotted remains of the drainage system now. I assume it's because I tried to wrong warp with the, I assume it's because I tried to wrong warp in the salination, and obviously, we know what happens now. Some regions just sort of do that, I guess. I guess, like, you know, in specific regions that it basically does that, like cold storage. Oh god. What the fuck is happening to that thing? It's so wrong. Lots of protos down there, so I'm not gonna go down there. Oh, look, gloop, drip, drop. What the fuck are those noises? Alright. Whee! Oh. Oh, just a bunch of snails. That's all fine. Oh god. Back to this bloody trek again, guys. There we go. Then we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take these with me. Damn, that was a lot of chaining. The good news is we're much closer. And hey, look, we're right next to some slime mold. Yum yum yum. You never know when you need a bubble weed, that's all I can say. Look at that, the climb becomes more bearable when you're much closer. And no, we're not doing the classic Kayava thing now, because, you know, at least we're closer. And I'm getting kinda tired of listening to Kayava 20 streams in a bloody row. I like the song, I hate having to hear it so much, though. Alright, we have plenty of time to climb the throne of God again. If he has something new to say to me, then that's good, because that means I can just simply, you know, stop bothering. Ow. Levitating is actually really good, though, to be honest, here, because, like, there's a lot of platforming. You just gotta not, you know, climb into the rot. Yeah. They're looking at me. Hey there, lady. How are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you doing well? Synonyms for good, antonyms for bad. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, too. Yeah, no problem. That's just my intro at this point. I basically just say this a lot. Have you having a good time as well? Yeah, I'm good. Actually, I should probably mention this, but I had work yesterday as well. Because, well, I'm going to be absent from work for a while. And it turns out the same thing's going to happen at the end of May anyways, because because of course some graduation stuff happening for my younger sibling or older sibling. I have no fucking clue, honestly. Circumstances outside of my control mean that I have break periods from work, but to make up for those break periods, we have to constantly switch the schedules around. Only for this month, though, hopefully, because then we're gonna hit June, and by that point, both of my siblings are gonna be back, and it's going to suck, I guess. I don't know. What I do know is that I am still going to be working a lot. You know, after all that graduation stuff is done, I'll be back to my normal schedule completely, and hopefully uninterrupted as well. And I'm just gonna keep, you know, at it until, like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep at it until, like, until, I don't know. Come on, dude. Please, up. Alright, there we go. Yeah, like, eventually I am going to quit, like, within, like, 2 years, hopefully. Because then I've built up enough money to, you know, get out there. And, you know, attend university and shit somewhere else. If you want to know, like, I'm not actually going to the graduation, it's only my parents going to graduation. Because, like, oh shit. Yeah, I was gonna say, if there was new dialogue, well, like, you know, there's new dialogue now, again. So I assume every now and then when I rot a region, I then have to go all the way back up here to then continue my work. And it becomes a matter of hoping that we end up in a region that hasn't been taken over by the rot yet. And then hopefully we infect it. You know, that's kind of the plan, the goal. I actually have a notepad right on my desktop that just keeps track of all the regions that I've done so far and the regions I still need to do. Or not all the regions I still need to do, but it contains all the regions that I've already done, and, you know, that helps me narrow down the regions that I haven't done. Which, let me pull up infected.txt. We have spread the rot to 11 different regions. According to the guide, I have to do 6 more, so there are a total of 17 regions to infect with the rot. This doesn't include regions, by the way, that have already been taken over by the rot, because, you know, that's just silly. So in total, we still have to infect the, well, not Daemon, because Daemon can't be infected. Sunlit Port needs to be infected, the surface needs to be infected, Desolate Tract needs to be infected, the Shattered Terrace needs to... No, sorry, Shattered Terrace can't be infected. Badlands still need to be infected. So Surface, Desolate Tract, Stratic Coast, Badlands, and Stormy Coast. So basically, we just gotta hope that when we warp, we have to warp from a rotted region to a non-rotted region, basically. So So in order to do a normal warp, we just have to grab a karma flower. We eat the karma flower. We then go straight to this region right here, because it's already infected. We're then gonna sleep in this region. Oh, bull. Bollocks, I fucked that up. It's okay though, I'm pretty sure karma flowers here just infinitely respawn anyways. Oh my god. Because they like grow everywhere here. So hopefully like I can just keep using these karma flowers until like once we get from rotted region to non-rotted region, you know. Now it's just a matter of first we need to get food. Okay. It's good. We have a centipede for lunch. So now we just need to find shelter. Which there's one on the far left. Okay, yep, that was a close one. It better not be messed with. Sounds amazing. Oh, which background music? Because, like, there's a lot of different background music that I hear. Some of those more pleasant than others. The game music. Which one, though? Because, like, there's a lot of different background tracks that can play. Did it just become much worse? Uh-oh. You almost screwed me, scavenger. That scavenger almost screwed me. Because, like, there's, like, multiple background tracks, and, like, one of them is the one where I'm in Ripple space with where the screen just turns into this weird color. I don't know. Anyways, currently we're in the Rusted Wreck, so we have to hope that we warp into a region that hasn't been infected yet. But that's kind of the key word, a hope. Oh, well, looks like we have entered the Badlands. And I'm pretty sure I just infected it, in fact, judging by the color palette. That was what I saw when I entered. Yeah, okay. Enjoy your coffee. I hear the locusts all around me. Now we just need to not die. And that's gonna be the big part. Just don't die now. We have full hunger, so we are good. I hope that, that counts as infecting the Badlands, because I need the Badlands to get infected. And here we go. Hey there, K4Kira. How are you doing? Are you doing well? Are you doing good? Synonyms for good, antonyms for bad. Badlands has been added to our region set, meaning that we have officially infected 12 regions. Happy hump day, what? I have no idea what that means, honestly, but yeah, have a good, hopefully your Wednesday is doing good. Alright, then. Now we need to just simply find food. Again. It's almost always much easier to say, oh, I'm going to find food, rather than actually find food that you need. To survive, you know? Hump day's called midday. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Alright, dude, you can let go now. I'm very visible now. The good part, though, is that because we are Spaton now, we have protection from the locusts above. I've forgotten. Yeah. It's okay though. We didn't have a karma flower on us, so that's, it doesn't hurt that much to lose the progress there. Uh-oh. Close one. Don't forget, like, you're not invincible in this game. Oh, shit. Look at those lizards having a fucking hard time right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're really funny, by the way, Kira. This is some funny comments. Not gonna lie. What the fuck is holding me back? Is it like rotted here? Oh, yep, it's starting to show signs. Because I can see a rot lizard. Oh, that scavenger's gonna be fucked if he goes up there. Probably not a good idea to just linger around, though. So you know what? I'm going to do the smart thing and not linger in the Badlands for too long. Because if I linger in the Badlands for too long, bad things will happen. We're gonna wrong warp again. I almost died as well. Oh, god damn it. Are we back in the industrial? We're back in the infested wastes. Wait, no, wait, not back in the infested wastes. Is this... This is new. I don't think I've been here before, right? Oh god. No, wait, we've been here before, right? I don't know. Oh god, we got the bug. No, we haven't been here before. Oh, this is... I know what this is, though. This is garbage waste, but succumbed so much to the rot that it's pretty much unrecognizable. Now, as much as I could criticize a lot about this game, I won't deny it's actually really cool seeing these regions again. I love this game. I don't mind seeing more of it, to be honest. Why would I mind, anyways? It's the same world that I was so used to, but it's completely changed. Is that rot kelp? That is rot kelp. Holy shit, that's awesome. Oh, we got a daddy. We got a daddy right there. Uh-oh. I also see the lasers of what seems to be a king vulture. Oh, man, that hurts. Yeah, if you don't know, this is garbage wastes, but it's gone. Because if you've never played Rain World, the regions don't normally look like this. But the Watcher seems to imply the spread of rot right now. Over here. Like, rot is spreading everywhere, and the rot is sort of something that can happen to iterators due to a failed attempt at ascension. It's very, oh god. God damn it. God damn it, I was hoping. But yeah, like, basically the rot is a result of a failed attempt at ascension, and in this game's case, the only iterator that we know of that attempted this in the game is Five Pebbles, so it is implied that it can happen to pretty much any iterator that attempts this overriding of the taboo. Some kind of ritual where you have to create a purpose organism of some kind. Yeah. I wouldn't... But yeah, I'm not a Rain World lore expert. I just happen to know a few things about this game. But yeah, like I said, though, it's pretty obvious that other iterators can catch the rot. It's just that we only ever get to see one iterator that happened to catch the rot, and that was Five Pebbles. We don't see anyone other than Five Pebbles either, because he's the only iterator that we get to see in Rain World, though it is directly shown at the top of the wall that other iterators do exist, so it's likely that the rot wasn't just Five Pebbles, or at least Five Pebbles isn't the only only one that caught the rot. What the rot does is that it slowly eats away at the iterator from the inside. It doesn't kill them, but it is essentially a kind of cancer of sorts. Or at least somewhat comparable to cancer. I just need to grab this bat fly. Yeah, here we go. Alright, now we're full up, so we can then teleport on out of here. Seems as though the whole ripple space thing, like, whether you end up at a specific region or not, just depends on a couple of factors. So it's like, part of it seems dependent on what area you are in at that given time. Because, like, here, I've been able to get to infected wastes. Because, like, that's the second time I've been to infected wastes, but it seems like, you know, depending on the room and the region you're in, it seems to impact whether or not you end up in an older Rain World region, but completely rotted over. There's really no other way I can describe it, though, because, like, it seems like that's just how it is. Specifically, when you wrong warp which is when you try to do that warping technique that I use without a karma flower. Uh-oh. Handled the game perfectly. I wouldn't say I'm perfect. That was a perfect example of a rookie mistake right there. But I can decently understand most of this game's mechanics, and I understand how the game functions. So I have like a handle on movement and stuff, mostly. Oh, for fuck's... Same spot, different day. Alright, I think I'm gonna not grab the spear this time around, and instead just simply try to get through the region. Oh. Oh! Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. Get me out of this goddamn hell. Holy. That is a rot loach. Yeah, this is garbage wastes. By the way. You can tell because of this room in particular, because this is actually a room that I recognize in the garbage waste. Also, that was a rot loach we encountered, and I'd rather not encounter it again, thank you very much. Hmm. I don't want to hear those goddamn noises, please. Those lizards just sound like they're in pain, to be honest. And I can't say I blame them for even feeling the way they do. Because, like, I too would not like to feel that same... I would too would not like that same fate, to be honest. Like, imagine your entire body being eaten from the inside out by a rot. Like some kind of rot. Cancer just eating you on the inside, essentially. Alright, so this part is gone. There we go. What threats lay ahead of us right now? Oh boy, we got an automod. Uh... There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a golden. The moment I heard the spitting noises on me, I knew it was a gold. Yeah, it's all a glip-glop up there. Oh, shite. Oh, shite, man. Scheiße. Scheiße, 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 Scheiße. I can't warp out of here normally, so you have to just sort of find a way around, I guess. That just means a lot of exploring, and you know what? I don't mind that. New unexplored territory is still fun to explore for me, personally. Plus, as well, we have access to Ripple Space, so basically, if we need to... Oh, for fuck's sake! Of course. Of course, the moment I open my mouth and say that we're safe was the moment we're not even safe in the slightest. How much time do we got? Plenty. Yeah, okay, we juked that guy out. Now it's just a matter of figuring out how are we gonna juke this rot out. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, okay, now we run, we run, we run, we run. We just run now. We run past all the rot and ruin. I could stealth it, but I don't want to right now. I just want to get out. I'm actually going to take the safer path. Boom. Huh. That background looks a lot like Unfortunate Evolution, don't you think? At least it kind of reminds me of the background to Unfortunate Evolution. Because I'm not rushing by, it means that I'm also given the opportunity to sort of just see everything, you know? I know that the warp point's down there, but I want to sort of see things quickly. See just the extent the amount of damage the rod has done. Because I want to see it for myself. Oh, rot red lizard. My favorite. Oh god. No! My fucking god. I dropped straight onto a mummy. God, I hate those things so much because they actually are the more... how do I put it? They are much more terrifying to me than anything else this game may have come up with. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, that was a close one. Oh. Yeah. That's pretty nuts. I was right at the war point as well, and then I decided to send myself up for a bit. On a detour. Oh. You know, might be a good idea to go ahead and transfer myself to Ripple Space now. And look at that, we have an alternative path that I completely recognize. Okay, for the love of God. And then it's just gonna run past all of them. Oh! Oh, I just got sucked in the ground down there. Oh well. So apparently the ground down there is also very deadly, and I have to avoid it at all costs. Guess the floor is officially lava. I've gone so much towards the right, I want to go to the left now. I keep promising myself I'll figure things out, but then every now and then I get sidestepped by a detour. Oh god. Flies in my face. Oh. I feel betrayed now. I'm getting a lot of screen shake here as well. Probably not a good thing. Yeah, no. Oh god. Oh god. That was a close one. Almost got touched by red centipedes. Oh god. Dudes, really? Red things are more terrifying in this game than they should be. It's been a good chunk of time in Ripple Space that I need to calm down a little. Oh. That is not good at all, because there's a red senti. Alright. So I know that there is, in fact, a DLL down there. Hmm. Hmm. Well, we need to make it past that guy as well. Alright, then we gotta wait for him to climb. Good. Oh, fucking hell. I need to turn that alarm off. You know what? I'm fucking turning it off, finally. Sir, I'm almost always up before 12:30 a.m. now. Because my sleep schedule's been better recently. Alright. Back to the Outer Rim, I guess. No, we're not back in the Outer Rim. We're in Shrouded Coast. What the hell? Well, we need to... Hey there, Camellia Vans 10. How are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you doing well? Synonyms for good, antonyms for bad. I hope you're having a fantastic day. How are you? I'm doing fine. Playing some Rainworld The Watcher here for fun. But also just so that we could get the other ending. How are you doing, by the way? Anyways, we did enter here from a rotted region, so we should, be able to infect it if I could, A, get enough food. Can you see my chat? Yeah, I can see your chat, don't worry. Oh, God. I am reading chat, by the way. Can you not hear me at all? That's the bigger question. Okay, now it's just a matter of finding shelter. Let's see, find shelter, shelter. Oh. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. By the way, where are you from? I prefer to keep that information private. Thank you very much. Oh, I think I just went in a circle. That's okay though, because I think I know where Shelter is. Hmm. Yeah, all I have to do is just simply sleep here, and now we have officially infected this region, right? Because we teleported in here from a rotted region that we even slept in as well. I'm hoping that this region gets infected, because like that would add another tally to my list of rotted regions. There we go, we added Shraddick Coast to the list. So that increases our total rot spread to 13. So yeah, there are some regions we won't be able to infect at all, so that stuff like Ancient Urban and Shattered Terrace are immune to the rot. Stormy Coast is up there we need to go. We also need to go to the Surface and Desolate Tract, so that's 16 regions. Oh god. Let's see, Desolate Tract, Surface, Stormy Coast. That's only 16 though. We're missing a region somewhere then. I have no idea what region we're missing then, because we can't infect Damon, Shattered Terrace, or Ancient Urban, so it has to be a region I just haven't found at all in my playthrough. I have no idea where that would be, honestly. Hmm. What I have to look for then is a region that I haven't been to yet. But I have no idea where I haven't been, honestly. Also, I think that there's a... Yeah, okay, there's a portal here. No, it isn't. It's not here. Well, at least we have this, a scavenger's nest. We have pearls here as well. As long as a scavenger didn't see me, I'm perfectly fine. And a scavenger hasn't seen me yet, so you know what? I can steal with them, really steal from them without remorse. I got cocky. That's alright. Yeah, like, Shadow Coast has officially been added to the list, so that's at least good, because it means that we now have to then infect the surface. But, like, we only know of 3 more regions that I've been to, so I have to find a 4th region that I haven't been to that can be infected. Wow. I wasn't even paying attention, honestly. I was just trying to think about what I probably haven't explored yet. So what have I not explored then, I wonder? Like, what region would there be that I haven't ever been to? Mhm. Alright, straight to the Outer Rim then. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. You know what? These barnacles are gonna pay now. There we go. Got rid of that guy, and now he's... yeah, that's the most satisfying thing, by the way. Just kill them. Fucking barnacles are the worst, honestly. But hey, that was satisfying at least, so can't, you know, complain that much. Alright, we're climbing up the throne again. Unfortunately, we started on the far right again, so we have to go all the way to the left again. Oh, this is gonna be painful. We're gonna have to put up some music from an indie game. You know, last time I was doing that, funnily enough, um, actually, no, not even last time I was doing that. What kind of music are we gonna put up? I don't want to put up Undertale music because I don't want to go through the same process of having to get my video up on YouTube manually. Because Jesus Christ, I hate that. So look, let me think for a second. What music do we put up in the background that I can freely play? Hollow Knight music, probably. I don't know. Um. Oh God, I just get a lot of those background songs. So let's put up Resting Grounds. Doo-doo. That's not like even the world has changed that much here. So I can't really say like there's much changing in the world. There we go. Make that part, you know? Back, just in with the tea. Hey there, Eleni. How are you doing again? How was the tea? How was the tea, by the way? Because, like, you know, just asking. was good. Heart says one more, but stomach says don't. I get that feeling sometimes, you know? Funnily enough, like, I have this weird thing where, I like sweet things every now and then, like donuts and ice cream, but my body rejects them whenever I get too much of them because, if I get too much of it, I just get sick inside. I'm just playing Hollow Knight music in the background while I'm... Oh, bloody hell, man. Oh, for God's sakes. That was a very good one. I would have put up Undertale music in the background because I like Undertale's OST, and especially Deltarune's OST, but there's one thing that prevents me from doing that, and it's Materia Collective. And if you already... And like anyone who's an Undertale and Deltarune fan already knows Materia Collective by this point. So, there's... Yeah, I don't need to explain myself that much. All I have to do is just simply say that there is a massive problem with copyright. And rightfully speaking, they should protect the copyright. It's just that, if you... And, like, they rightfully should protect their copyright, but it's the way they go about it that makes a lot of people get really angry. Not to mention the controversy with Sebastian Wolf that I'm not going to talk about that much, but I know it had to do with Undertale Yellow, a fan game made by fans, and the music itself was getting copyrighted by Materia Collective, even though it was entirely just completely new tracks for the game. That's really the most I gathered, but there are better videos that talk about the problem. Alright. That's all I can really gather right now. So let's just climb. Climbing up the ropes and the vines and the blip bloop of rot. Gloopity gloop. This is disgusting and I hate it. I guess we talk to the Rot Prince now, though, because the Rot Prince seems to want me to talk to him every now and then. The main good thing about the rotted versions of the base game regions is that if they connect to regions I've already been to, but need to rot away, then that means that I get a free rot infestation as long as I've slept in the rotted region. And then sleep in the subsequent region that we're trying to infect. Apparently it's like a 25-33% chance of a region getting infected whenever you enter it through a rotted region. Or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm reading the whole sentient rot spread article incorrectly. Or maybe that's just simply, you know, the chance of it growing. I think it's just the chance of it growing. I don't know. What I do know is that I just need to go ahead and just form more portals around the world. But yeah, like, if it is a chance of it spreading, then that means I've been getting pretty damn lucky. But if it isn't a chance system, and instead you have to first sleep in a rotted region, and then sleep in a non-rotted region that you just teleported into, then that would make sense. Also, cue the cinematic scene. I don't know what he's going to say, but if he says the same thing, then I'm going to be disappointed. Alright. So now we've infected, like, we have infected 13 regions. And hey, look! That's 13 regions within an hour and a half. It usually takes me an entire stream to infect 2 regions, but we've made more progress since then, and we've also avoided any real issues. We're then gonna rest here. Because it would be very much a smart thing to do to actually get some rest. Because if I die and I have to do all of this again, I'm going to be very furious. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna read through this quickly. So, if entering a warp room, including spinning tops, when in a room with the sentient rot infection room effect or in a sentient rot region, it attempts to infect the target room as well. An infection can fail if the room is located in a region with sentient rot resistance or if the target room is already infected. If the checks succeed, number of sentient rot spreads in the save file is incremented by 1. The target region is put into the list of infected regions if it's not already there, and if it's not in a vanilla region and the target room gets marked in sentient rot progression at rot intensity of 0.25. And there's a region tick as well. There's a lot of stuff, you know? A lot of stuff that you have to keep track of with the sentient rot, but it's updated on every rain cycle tick. That is when the region gets loaded from crossing a warp point to it or starting a cycle in it. As it's only simulated when the region is loaded, the tick gets executed the, the amount of times equal to the difference of the current cycle number and the last cycle number that the region has been loaded. If the region is set to do extra sentient rod ticks, it will repeat for that many times further. The RNG function gets seeded using the sum of the campaign seed and the cycle number before doing the loop. So let's see. If the region is a sentient rot region or the function is called outside of the story, return from subroutine with no changes. For any pending sentient rot infections in the region, attempt to infect the room with a 0.25 sentient rot. Gather a list of rooms in the region from sentient rot progression. For every room in the list, there's a 35% chance for the rot intensity to be increased by 0.25 up to a maximum of 1. So it's actually just a chance of every region getting infected. Or at least every room getting infected. Or at least spreading it around the rooms. Not like every region getting infected, it's just the region itself that is infected. Each room in the list gets a 35% chance to increase that rot intensity. For every room in the list, and for every connection of the room, if the room on the other side of the connection doesn't yet have sentient rot progression, there's a 25% chance as roll to spread sentient rot to it with an intensity of 0.25. Yeah. So basically, according to this thing, then, it is pretty probable. This pretty much makes sense, then, that if I want to infect a region, I would need to go into a rotted region, and then warp from a rotted part of that region into a non-rotted region, sleep in that region, and then after that, we then have sentient rot spread. So you have to warp from a so you have to warp from a rotted region. That's the first part. The second part is that warp point also has to have some level of sentient rot as well. However, since I'm unable to be very consistent with it, this also means that we are going to perform the strategy that I use a lot to maintain that consistency. Which is we use the Outer Rim Karma Flowers to spread the rot, essentially. Because the Karma Flowers then can warp us to another part of the world. Assuming, of course, I can sleep in this region. There we go. So basically, yeah, right now we're in a rotted region, which is the Sunlit Ports, which, or not some. This is the sorry, this is not that. What in the hell? Oh, that's the spread. That's me going to the Badlands. Which, no, we're not going to the Badlands. We're going out of this room. We're gonna go to the right and down a bit, so that way we can activate another portal. And I'm hoping that the portal takes us to a non-rotted region. Or a region that hasn't yet been infected. Since the inherent goal of this specific ending is to spread the rot. Hmm. Holy crap. What have I just got on my spear? Hmm. A special kind of interaction, I guess. I'm gonna try and see, where would this lead me? This is a rotted region at the end of the day. Oh, God. Oh, hey, look! A region we haven't infected yet. Desolate Tract. Look at that, though. So yeah, now... Oh. Might be a smart idea to do this now. Because it's unclear to me if that's a lizard or if that's just an egg bug. But it's better to not take that risk. It's a smart idea to not take the risk right now, because that way I don't end up with situations like this. Alright, let's make sure the region's been infected, because it looked like it got infected. Yep, we got Desolate Tract infected, increasing our total rot spread by another 1. So we are now at 14 of 17. That means that we need to hit 3 more regions. So that means we need to infect the surface, the sunlit port, and then something else. I don't know where else I could go. I guess the surface and sunlit ports. Oh yeah, and also stormy coast. Yeah, I have to infect the stormy coast. But that means that we need to make sure that the rot spread or at least the rot spread is severe enough in those regions for me to even be able to infect these regions. So stormy coast, we can't, like, unless of course there's a warp point in the signal spires that's completely overrun with sentient rot. Yeah. We just have to sort of hope that we can do it. The first thing is we gotta hope that the infection spreads, which is... Kill that thing because I feel like it. Truth is, there's a lot of food in these regions as well, specifically in the form of egg bugs. Oh, and here's exactly what I'm looking at. It's gonna pull from the list now, and then from that list, we then hope that, you know, that 25% chance of every region becoming infected gets rolled 100% of the time. Just have to hope that, you know? So I think, then, Oh, 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 we got an infected one. I want to test something quickly, though. Yep, there we go. I'm not saying I'm going to survive this cycle, but, you know, I wanted to see if that was actually something I could do with those things, those giant watermelons. Oh. Oh. Well, at least we tested that little theory I had about those watermelons. I wonder if they're called watermelons in the Rain World files, or if the developers call them some other alien thing. Because when you think about it, the lizards in this game are more like alligators, if you think about it. Alright, let's try grabbing that pomegranate, watermelon, whatever. I wonder if they call... I don't know. Pretty sure, I don't know. They might be pomegranates, they might be watermelons. You know, funnily enough, my parents constantly bring up this weird giant orange fruit with a bunch of seeds. And much like a Rainworld stream, those things tend to rot really quickly. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're the ones with the giant clump of seeds in the middle, and they're a very orange fruit. I don't think they're avocados either, because, like, avocados, I'm pretty sure just have a giant seed in the middle, whereas this one had a clump of seeds in the middle. You know what those are called? I don't know. Hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kill that guy. Alright, there we go. I killed him. Yeah, pomegranates, watermelons, whatever those things are. I'm gonna call them pomegranates because I think it's funny, but they're probably watermelons, they're probably pomegranates. Puck. Puck. Go down there. Get down! Onto the ground! Get down! Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, let's go. Uh-oh, it's outskirts again. No, wait, this is corrupted factories. I am sick and tired of industrial complex game. Shut up. Like, I'm fucking tired of this. I'm fucking tired of ending up in this region. I've been here so many fucking times. This looks like the jellyfish, isn't it? The purple one? Those are purple void spawn, but I'm pretty sure the game's wiki calls them ripple spawn. And you know, that makes sense since they spawn from ripple space. Which seems to have some parallels with the Void Sea. Oh, for God's sakes, this DLL is not going to move. At all. This is irritating. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. That just sort of came out. Sorry about that. Whee! Get whipped around like a hot dog. Actually, okay, wait, no, that's not right. Cold storage has been completely taken over now. So now all we have to do is just find a carbe flower and then we can infect the next region. I'll be doing this for a few more minutes, you know? Hopefully, like, when I warp, I'm going to end up in a region I haven't, like, A, that hasn't been infected yet, and B, has, you know, a shelter very close by. We're also gonna need to get food. Also, look up there, it's the tiny hairs, the same ones that we see in Iterator Superstructure, so this is clearly an Iterator Superstructure. I mentioned a while ago, but like, there's a lot of, I don't know if I've mentioned this at all, but there's a lot of visual storytelling in Rain World. But at the same time, because a lot of it is made up of alien technology, it means that you don't really know everything that goes on in the world. You just know that it's technology, and that's it. You don't know exactly how it functions or anything. At least not directly. You just know that it has a function in the world. And it's only through Pearls that you actually figure out everything in the game, but those are like optional lore documents, and it's not really integral, in my opinion, to the actual experience of the game. Like, in my opinion, like, you can invest your time in the lore, but it's not integral to understand the lore of the game, and I think that's the mark of a good game. When you don't need to actually, you know, invest yourself in the lore to completely enjoy a game. There are some games that can do this well, don't get me wrong, but like, more often than not, a lot of games that do have a heavy amount of lore require you to understand the lore of the world in order to actually enjoy the game. And that's when it becomes kind of an issue, because if I have to read up your documents on everything the game's world is trying to say, then it is going to be incredibly frustrating, because to someone like me who has to, you know, who tries to enjoy games in multiple different ways, it becomes very discouraging when your only way of actually liking the game is if you already know the lore of the game. It's important to, like, not alienate everyone like that, in my opinion. And I think that there's a certain beauty of leaving certain things unexplained as well, though, as well. The moment you start filling up your game with insanely convoluted lore that has to be explained like that is the moment that, things stop being scary or interesting. I want to talk briefly about this, but to give you my nutshell synopsis, basically I think that it's best when a game leaves certain things unexplained. It's like, if I have to read up a wiki on your game to understand, anything at all, it's the moment, things start to become less interesting. Where is the hell am I? Verdant waterways. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is completely new. I've never been here before. Oh, God. It's very green here. It's very green here. Holy moly, it's green. Lots of green. Insurmountable number of green. Uh-oh. Close call. Oh god, this bop. How is it that James Primate has a natural ability to make fucking bopper-ass music for the threat themes? Like, Jesus Christ. I want to listen to the threat theme for Verdant Waterways a lot more often, because that was a fucking bop. Oh god, it's frogs. Wait, those look like karma gates. Like, look at it. Look at the structural pattern of those. Those are kind of like the karma gates you see in the base game. That's a bop. That's a fucking bop, my dudes. This kind of reminds me of Chimney Canopy in a way, you know? So there is stuff down there. Come on, come on, come on. Drain, 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 drain. Okay. So the gimmick here is water tides. Huh. I honestly kind of like that, to be honest. It's really cool. To make up for it, though, they gave this region a fuck ton of leeches. Jesus. How many leeches do you want in verdant waterways? Video Cult says yes. Like, there's only one answer Video Cult provided us. Yes. Alright. Hey, please give me. And would you look at that? Verdant Waterways has been infected. Increasing our total rot spread to 15 of 17 regions. Meaning that all we have left then are the rest of the regions. The surface, Stormy Coast, and also, yeah, really just surface, Stormy Coast, and, Isn't there another region I didn't even infect? I mean, there are some regions I can't, in fact, infect. And also, yeah, not counting the regions you can't infect, like the Shattered Terrace, or Daemon, or Ancient Urban. Oh yeah, the Sunlit Port! Yeah, we can actually just infect all of those regions, in fact. We'll be infecting the rest of the world tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to end stream now. This was a really fun time. Hopefully we can wrap this up by the next stream. Hopefully. I don't know if we'll be able to wrap it up by the next stream. that's just going to be something we're gonna have to assume is going to happen. But I hope it happens, because as much as I like this game, I also want to be done with this dumb quest line, because this quest line takes fucking ages to do. But that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. See y'all tomorrow. Bye bye!